So I already knew this was going to happen. I thought I could get by today. I'm not very happy with that dealership. I'll probably never go back there again. First for me in the 2 years I've been doing YouTube, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pagel Services here in Southwest Wisconsin. Another beautiful day here. 40-mile-an-hour winds, but you know, I just keep sneezing and scratching my eyes. We're getting her done. So look what made it back to Pagel Services, guys. Our 2017 Duramax. And I want to tell you a little story on how this all went down here, because it was quite the cluster. So we've had this truck for about a month, and then it was a crank no start. Truck wouldn't start at all. We decided to put a sending unit in the tank. That didn't fix it. So I decided this is a new enough truck and it's a diesel. Let's just take it to the dealership. Those guys should know what they're talking about, right? So I took it over there. It was there for a week. Very little communication. I had to call twice. Nobody answered me. The mechanic called, or the service manager called and told me it needs a CP3 pump, which these trucks don't even have a CP3 pump. That's the prior year models. So right there kind of threw me a red flag that they don't know what's going on. But they did finally come to a conclusion, and they said they want to put the fuel pump in it, the high pressure fuel pump, and a fuel rail, because they think one of the fuel regulators was bad. But they didn't sound sure. You know, I have no problem putting parts in it, but I want to be sure. And with a vehicle this new and all the diagnostics and testing, we should be able to figure it out, right? It shouldn't be that big of a deal. We shouldn't have to throw parts at it. So they told me $6 grand, they could fix it. And I said, are you sure? And they're like, a little bit of non-certainty. So I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. So I decided to pull it out of that dealership. I'm not gonna name the dealership because I'm not that big of an asshole, as much as I'd like to, because the price difference is absolutely astounding. I'd like to go over there and show them this and tell them they're idiots, but we're just gonna ignore it and let it go. So I found a smaller family-owned auto repair shop. It's called Hilltop Ag and Auto Repair. These guys are out of Muscadet, Wisconsin. I had a buddy of mine refer me to them, and I talked to this guy over the phone. He sounded really smart. Took it down there, and within one day he messaged me, said this is wrong, needs replaced, da 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 da. It was a fuel rail with the pressure regulator on it. So all said and done, this guy fixed it for me in 2 days for $900. $900. This guy was able to diagnose it in 3 hours, have answers, went and got the parts, went and put it on, and took care of me, and it's done and fixed. Now, I just about pulled the trigger over there at the dealership on the $6,000 route because I trusted them. But once they started giving me answers, I decided I didn't trust them. So I'm pretty happy I went to them guys. Any future work that we're gonna need, we're gonna send our trucks down to them guys because they seem to know what the hell they're doing. So either way, all said and done, I'm not very happy with that dealership. I'll probably never go back there again. And we did find some new guys that'll work on our trucks for us. So it all turned out to be good. The truck was down for about 10 days. So I had Dan and Sean put the sprayer back in it. The truck's absolutely filthy right now. It's driving me nuts. I got some new mud flaps. We got to put those on and get this truck cleaned up and get Dan back to spraying next week. As far as today's video, guys, we're going to be kind of all over the place. I got to go move some equipment. I got to run to Menards. I got to move some more equipment. Just a bunch of weird stuff going on today, so it's kind of thrown together, but it's just an average day here at Pagel Services, so let's get into it. Well, we ran into a little bad luck today. Dan called me about an hour ago, said he got a flat tire on his spray truck. So I went to Menards, picked up some block, took it over to Hunter and Chris. They're working on a job over there in Montfort. Well, I made her about 3, 4, 5 miles out of Montfort and blew a tire. And I thought I could get by today without just running it, but you know, blew a tire going down the highway. And there's like 80-mile-an-hour winds here, so we're only about 10 minutes from the shop. So Holly was there. I got her bringing me a spare tire and a jack, and we'll get her swapped out and get back on the road. So this is that trailer I bought a couple months ago, and I think the trailer is 6 years old. 6 or 7 years old, but it was like hardly ever used. So I'm assuming if I looked at the date code on the tires, they're probably shit. So I'll put this spare on and get it back home, and then I'll just call and order 4 new tires. And then usually when we put tires on these equipment trailers, we just get the 14 ply tires and be done with it, not these cheap tow masters. So we're just sitting out here waiting for Holly, staring at all the windmills here. Must be why it's so windy, those fucking windmills are on. So fun fact, my house is about 5 miles that way, and when I'm laying in bed and I look out my window this way, I get to see all the beautiful windmills and all the red lights on them at night. It actually looks kind of cool. I should show you guys that sometime, but yeah, I just lay in my bed at night and get to see all the windmills, the red lights just flashing. Fun fact while we wait. Come on, Holly, where the f at? Yeah, we might as well have a little snack while we wait. For those of you guys that know, in the live, I was talking about selling cheese curds on the merch shop, but because there's a lot of people out there that have never had Wisconsin cheese curds. And they're squeaky and they're amazing. Now, we looked into the logistics and coolers and trying to like next day them. There's really no good way, unless you guys want to pay like 75 bucks to have cheese curds. Probably not gonna happen. All right, I'm pretty sure I called less than 10 minutes ago. Holly's already here, so we're doing good. Let's see if we get this bitch jacked up. Just want it down. Pretty good. Probably didn't even need the jack. Excavator worked pretty good for that, but let's get back to the shop and get this fucking thing unloaded. All right, telling you, when things go good, they go really good. So shit's just going awesome today. This is a lot of fun.
Where now?
My truck's out of fuel. It's the first time in 5 years that I've ran my truck out of fuel. I don't know what the fuck's going on, if it's because I'm on hills here or what, but it said 50 miles to E, so that was a lie. So we're about 5 minutes from the shop. We'll go get the fuel truck and come back, and dee-da, dee-da, everything's going great today. We got the fuel truck full of fuel, and hopefully that's the issue, I would assume. I've never had an issue with my truck, and I don't think I've ever ran it out of fuel, so should be interesting. Maybe we could blow another tire in the last 5 minutes back to the shop here. That'd be great. 20-minute trips turn into a fucking 2-hour adventure here. Good day, boys. She's a good day. Well, let's see if she wants to start up. I don't know, we're on a pretty steep fucking hill. Truck's running. Ready to rock. Yeah, you better stay behind me in case something else f***ing goes wrong here. Jesus criminy. Oh, we got the old Chevy Silverado just pulling hard, boys. Come on. I usually like moving this excavator with the dump truck and the pintle trailer. She's a little heavy. As you can see, we blew a tire and we ran out of fuel, so we're doing really good here. Always something, man. Always something. Getting these girls all washed up. Unfortunately, they both got to go into the doctor already. Not good. Side note, I just got done yelling at Aiden and Caden because I came back here and guess what? The hose was rolled up backwards again. All right, like 40-mile-an-hour winds right now. Really helping out the allergies, but got these two skiddies all washed up. We gotta haul them over to Lancaster, drop them off at the doctor. So let's go. Alright, we're just pulling up to the doctor here, and maybe I lied. It's a tint doctor, so we gotta get both these skid loaders some tinted windows because I can't stand having AC on me and then like a magnifying glass through the windows. It drives me nuts. So this guy's gonna tint the windows on both skid loaders and call her a day. So let's unload these bitches. So I know some of you guys out there are probably like, man, tint windows and machines is stupid, but once you've ran a machine with air conditioning and tinted windows, it's so much nicer. It'll stay like 20 degrees cooler in the cab, so trust me, it's worth the money. The only part that kind of sucks is when you're plowing snow. It can be a little bit of a pain in the ass with reflections and trying to see, but if you got bright enough lights, it's really not a big deal. Oh, that's not good. Ouch. So that's gonna be first for me in the 2 years I've been doing YouTube, guys. Just dropped that ramp on the GoPro. She's fucked. Actually, still the screen is definitely fucked. Not good. I'm just out. I got Bob hauling a bunch of dirt today back to our dirt pile and moving equipment around. Just a lot of dumb shit going on. And my plan for this weekend, so let's take a look at the parking lot here. Nobody can ever figure out where to park. It's just impossible. All the years I've been here, nobody knows where to park. Drives me absolutely crazy. So my plan this weekend, since I don't have my daughters, I'm going to pull all these vehicles out of here. I'm going to clean the entire area, get everything nice and smooth, and then I'm going to put fucking parking lines everywhere and probably have to put signs on where to park because nobody can figure it out. It can't be done. Nobody knows. And we live, you know, we're tight on space, so you have to park everything in a certain spot, and one guy will come back and park it in 2 spots, and then the other guys come back and don't have anywhere to park. So it's an absolute nightmare, but next week we'll show you guys on camera. I'm gonna have this all cleaned up and lines and shit organized, because this drives me absolutely bonkers. You know, and then another thing that they do out here is, if you look at this right here, you know, the fuel truck has to come through here, the trucks have to come through here, so all the trucks without a trailer can get parked there. And then somebody will bring a trailer and a truck back and they'll park it right here, and then nobody can get through. It's just a fucking nightmare. So whatever. Putting parking lines in a gravel parking lot. There he is. There he is right now, back with some parts. We could go show him the progress I've been making on the dirt screener project. So after hours, 6, 7 o'clock at night, I've been coming out here and welding all these fingers on here. It's tedious, pain in the ass. And then the first night I came out, I did it with no arm protection and burnt the fuck out of my arms with the welder. So bought me some arm protection. These will all have these knives on there, and they're able to move. So it's 46 per row, so 184 knives on each. It's taking a while. It takes me about an hour and a half to do 46 of them. I'm assuming probably in another week I'll have this all done, and then we'll probably bring the dirt screener back and maybe start test fitting this stuff on there and see if we can get it all to work. We got some new suitcase weights for the 2 new skid loaders. Just had them shipped in, so we got to get those on there, but let's go see what Chris is working on.
Hey there.
Hey, my guy.
How's it going?
What are you doing up here?
Plugs. You want to see how bad the old ones are?
Sure.
Compared to a new one. They're all over here. So it was misfiring on number 3 and 4. And here both the plugs were cracked. Right there, but that's not even the worst part of it. There's nothing left to it. So that was probably my main reason why it was just misfiring.
Yeah, so Derek has no idea what the fuck you're showing him, but yeah, Derek's
Figure
like,
some people on YouTube would understand.
Derek's like, ooh, wow, that looks so much different to me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming these are probably the factory plugs.
Yeah.
So that truck's got like 160 on it, I think. So time for new plugs. Look like they're in pretty rough shape. Looks like he's gonna put wires on it too, plugs and wires, and hopefully she runs a little better. And this truck's good, and Dan's truck's good, and then 207, that one's fucked probably, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of awkward getting them started. Once they're in there, it's great.
So really, spark plugs can cause that much havoc?
Oh yeah. Yeah, as soon as they start to go bad, you lose all your fuel economy, all the power.
Allergies are just fucking killing me. It's so bad. Slept with the windows open the last couple nights, and then last night I was like, fuck it. Closed all the windows, turned the AC on. I actually slept pretty good last night, but as soon as I go back outside, I'm just fucked.
It's affecting everybody.
Is it?
My wife's face is just bloated like I beat the hell out of her.
Yeah, well, I suppose the 30-mile-an-hour winds last night probably didn't help.
when I was coming back, it was so windy. Come back from Mount for yesterday, and in 196 doesn't have air conditioning. I had both the windows down, and it just had everything just fucking blown up from the ground. Had to squint my eyes coming back. Had so much dust in them.
Something else that happened this week. So Dan and Sean took this over to Lancaster. They had the tilt bed on, and they had the forklift on the trailer. I didn't know this happened until somebody said, hey, this truck is shaking like a fucker. If you look right here, these are new tires, and then right here is a flat spot. So these were on the front. Like you can see, that's all ripped to shit right there. So come to find out, Dan and Sean apparently about, well, Dan was driving, apparently about ran into somebody and locked the front brakes up. So we had to move these tires to the back and go do some burnouts or something to try and...
I was wondering why this thing was fucking jumping.
Yeah, so I called Dan and chewed him a new ass and said, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but you're obviously driving too goddamn fast if you had to lock the brakes up. Unless a small child ran out in front of you, and that was not the case. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but even these ones are fucked too. I don't know. I don't know how that happens.
How fast would you have to be going for that?
Not paying attention. He's like, well, me and Sean were kind of talking. I'm like, okay, well, I can talk and drive all day long. I don't know what the fuck you guys were watching videos or
with a camera in front of your face.
What's going on, but that will never happen again. Dan apologized and said it won't happen again. So I don't know how you would do that. They didn't have the trailer brakes set correctly to start, and then they weren't paying attention. And of course, they're brand new tires. So now it just shakes like a fucking worn out piece of shit. I think I'm gonna have you work on that dump truck next, actually. That's probably...
Your headlight and turn signal?
Yeah. And then it needs a new plug for the trailer electrical.
Okay.
Maybe once Sean gets out of here, I will pull that in for you. And
I can move out, but
it's no big deal.
I still got like a half hour putting these plugs in.
Whenever he gets this done, then I'll pull that in and show you guys another thing that drives me nuts. So Aiden and Caden like to come out here all the time and, you know, pimp their trucks out and tint the windows and, you know, LED lights and rock lights and, you know, all this cool stuff. And then we come in, you know, the next morning and then we just, you know, I mean, it would take a lot, you know, to pick up their garbage and clean stuff and put stuff away, you know. It's much easier just to leave it there, you know, and somebody else will deal with it.
Later that day.
Hey guys,
Hey, D-Rock.
what are we doing? Oh, this is nice. It's right in the shade.
Next to AC.
AC, no bugs. What's going on right there? What is that?
This?
Yeah, what's in there?
A bunch of old decking hangers.
Oh, okay, fun.
Look at that concrete. You like that? Is that
That feels like it's level, yeah.
okay?
You don't want the water to go in the house, come on.
No.
And you also want something to slide down when it's super icy.
Well, you should have seen us yesterday. It took us 3/4 of the day to build this.
Okay.
Because none of the block were the fucking same size.
Really? Again? We're gonna have that same problem, that issue this year?
But this is with Menards blocks, not with.
Huh. Well, that's lame.
So
Looks like Chris will be grinding a lot this year.
I already did a lot. Did a lot.
Oh, bring corners.
Yeah.
This is all gonna be patio pavers.
Oh, down in where I'm standing?
And then above you, they're building their deck.
Oh,
It'll look pretty cool, honestly.
you think this will look pretty cool?
Oh yeah.
It'll look great. You wanna know why, Chris?
Because you built it.
Because you and Hunter.
Oh, yeah, because me and Hunter built it. I thought D-Rock built this one.
Well, take credit if someone wants to give it to me. But
Did the whole thing.
why'd you put that in the middle like that? I didn't need that.
Yeah, no, yeah, more actually. We gotta fill every single one of these D-Rock. That's why I hate these ones. And Chris is gonna make me fucking lay these next ones. I guarantee I'm gonna break 15 of them.
Yeah?
And Justin only got us 5 extra. Did you bring our
I broke one of them yesterday. So.
He broke one, but I didn't.
No, I broke 2.
Doing what? Pounded?
Yeah. They break right here.
One of 2 things happens when Hunter yells. He either smashed his thumb or he broke a block.
Yep. Yeah, the last one's a job in Castle. I think I had to put in 5 edgers and I broke like 3 of them.
It's a good ratio.
I know. That's what I was thinking. D-Rock, so I have this idea, and I think we could get more views. Okay?
Okay.
Hear me out. We put a hood stack on 196 and make it roll coal.
Yep.
196.
It's the mini dump over there.
And we put a what on it?
Hood stack.
Hood stack, alright.
And then make it roll coal. It just look cool.
Yeah.
Because it's fast, you know?
Okay. He's not, don't break it.
As soon as he said don't break it, I thought he was going to do it for fun.
Perfect.
Yeah, but it's not perfect.
Pretty close.
Ooh. I don't know, but I am definitely getting away from my line, so we're definitely going downhill. That other level.
Little red one, or you want the...
That's not red. That's it, orange. He said the level was red.
Yeah.
This one?
The blood orange one there?
Yes.
Blood orange?
Which is a red orange.
Yeah.
Bubbler flavor that should be sponsoring us
That's
is blood
Caleb's
orange.
signature flavor.
Yeah. That's also his signature color of levels.
Huh.
Needs to come upward.
Yeah, just like a little bit. Both of these two.
Would it help if I kind of just pick them up for you? Straight up.
Now we're good.
That's the one hard thing about it when you set the first one, because if you need to raise it up, if you just tilt it on the side, you're going to bury that side you tilted it on. That's why I picked it straight up for him.
I'm going to assume that couple of rock throw I just made is a contribution to putting my name on building this wall.
It was probably the biggest help we had all week, to be honest with you.
Every job I go on, I'll just do one of these. And I've done my part.
Helping.
That's gonna work.
That's gonna work.
How will that work, D-Rock? Hold up. Hold up. Fuck. Nope. A little more, Chris.
Yeah, a little more.
D-Rock, put that rock up there in it. You put these pellets so close, dude.
Right?
Whatever happened to the Trailblazer?
Down in the shop.
It was, the oil was sitting on top of the cylinders,
Yeah, Chris got it moving.
so I had to pull all the plugs and turn it over a bunch and get all the oil out of it, and then it started right up.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be the derby car. Yeah, it's a good forearm workout.
Nope. Chris, I just...
Holy shit, that was inches away.
Should I just put my finger in there?
I might slow that down and see how close that came.
No. Hey, you know our new nickname? Our nickname we have for Holly?
CB, yeah.
CB Co-Boss.
Yep. I heard what Aiden and Caden are calling her.
Mama Holly.
Mom.
CM, co-mom.
Oh, I thought they were calling her Mama Holly.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Have you told her that one yet?
They're scared. They're scared to call her that.
She was not impressed when Caden said that yesterday.
Oh, he actually said it.
Yeah.
No, we'll keep it that high. Chris, can you put any more of these up?
Yeah.
See this new tape measure?
Did you have an 8 and
Get yours now.
At PagelServices.net/shop.
Gotta work on your promos, but we're getting there, Hunter.
8? I already used up that one. That's what I need. That one is.
This one is too, Chris, right here. You said that you had to change one out for an 8 and 8.
No, that's what I wanted. I need an 8 and an 8 for right here.
That one's short though.
Yeah, you told me that's 8 and an 8.
It was close.
Jeez, Hunter.
This one might be as tall as 8 and 8. That's an 8 1/4.
No, it ain't. We'll do 3/16. We'll meet in the middle. We'll agree and say we're both wrong.
Yeah, there's still, I can feel it. So this is the one that's fucking us.
Yep, and I really don't want to take it out.
We're
no fucking way am I taking that down. We took this wall apart about 10 times yesterday.
Oh,
I was telling them about that,
Yep.
wasn't I?
that's good.
Thank you, Menards. Thank you. Grinding this fucking half of it down. Because you don't want to grind the top. If you're going to grind it, you can only grind the bottom. Because otherwise you'll see this little lip right here. Well, honestly, this whole package has been better poured than the ones that we were dealing with yesterday. It was like every other was 8, 8 1/8, 8 1/4. This whole top row is 8. Did you find it 8 3/16?
Doing a mixer with it. Fuck. Oh, you 5 o'clock, Chris. Slow down.
I don't like bugs, so I just keep it in the bottle. This is not alcohol, just so you know. This is good old Lipton tea.
Yeah.
Just the proof. I'd recommend this kind right here to anybody.
I wouldn't.
This tastes too good.
Derek, you get any morels yet?
You been going out morel hunting?
I went out and found a few.
So you've gotten to eat morels already this year, Hunter?
Yeah, ate them last night.
I see they're going rate for those. They're like 50, 60 bucks a pound.
I charge people $5 a fucking pound. I'm just a generous guy. I just love walking. If you can't tell.
Yeah.
I love walking. Chris was like, he was like 10, 15 minutes early today.
I've been fucking early like every day this week.
Damn.
Yep.
What's the change?
The new rules. You heard about the new rules, right? So with the PTO hours, he added on a little PTO sheet, and we're getting rode up anytime we're late.
Or break stuff.
Or if
there
we
goes
break
Chris,
something.
and then there goes me.
Yeah, so we're both gonna get fired. We made bets on how long we're gonna last. Like, I'm amazed that I've
D-Rock, you're gonna be fine. You don't need it.
Yeah, you're fine. It's more or less like us. Like, we're kind of fucked. And then I was worried, like, you know, so after the third one, you lose your privileges to take the truck home or fill up your own truck. And after the fourth time, you lose it for the whole entire season. Well, the fifth time, you're fired. And I was wondering if it's like, if you get 2 lates and then 3 breaks, are you fired? Or you got to get 5 of each?
Huh.
I don't know.
That was a lot of words.
Sorry. I thought I fucking had a strike yesterday. He sent me a video of the turn signal still being on after I left the shop like an hour later. He's like, "Did you turn yet?"
It literally did.
It's like, what did you just say?
Wait, what'd you leave the turn signal on?
196.
On 196, and it doesn't make a beeping or
Over
anything.
here?
Yeah.
It was
No, at the
It was
shop.
at the shop.
Caleb was closing at the shop last night, and he sent me a video of it. I said, "Whoops, my bad. Please don't write me up."
Fuck you, look at that.
What is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Just cracking?
No, like it's cut. Perfect cut. Circle. You see that?
Circle? You do know how that happened,
No, I seriously don't, because I went up to Chris earlier, didn't I, Chris? I go, what the fuck? D-Rock, do you watch when I lift this up too? Get a video of it, of the whole thing coming up.
Yeah.
She's got some good suspension, don't she?
I already see something up top, Chris, I'm not liking. Top, second block.
Oh, yeah, I do see a
D-Rock.
little.
We'll get the wall built further. Like, next level down, you know? We're gonna have to.
Nah, that looks good to me.
No.
Nah, looks good to me.
Right. Do I get an extra strike for that? Like, spotting that and...
Not doing something?
Well, like, I should get like an extra strike.
No, you should get a strike taken away for seeing a problem
Yes.
and problem solving it.
But what
But
if
you
I don't
should
have
definitely get a strike if you leave it.
it? Chris, that's...
All right, well, I'm getting the strike, and he can get his taken away then, I guess. And we're just gonna go to the next fucking job.
Be honest, Chris. How many times did you take that wall apart yesterday?
About 13, 14 times. At least. Nah, I'm exaggerating. Maybe 10.
That still seems like a lot.
It was too many times.
Anything over 3, I feel like, is a lot.
So it wasn't like completely tear it back down apart, but you get like 2 or 3 layers up and then you stand back and look at it and they were like all
Can you pull this one
mismatched.
forward?
Yeah, that's gonna look weird, ain't it?
What do you mean?
So now the next one's gonna fucking look like this. Cause it's got the lip.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a nightmare. What is that, all of 2 inches? Not even?
Wait, hold up. Wait.
We want something like that, right?
Yeah.
And that means every other one we'd have to put a small piece in. We're gonna have to tear all that down, aren't we? Yeah. I'm just happy I'm hourly. That's all I care about.
It doesn't feel like it's all you care about. It doesn't seem like you're all that happy about having to tear it down.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So, but now the next one's gonna be fine.
Yeah, yeah. So this row coming this way is fine. This will never fuck us. Like, we'll never have to put a small piece in right here. Only every other for right here.
Oh yeah, just take a broken piece.
Yeah, I'll just have to,
Slide her on in there.
it's gonna have to be like a 2-inch cut, like right here, straight back to that. It's gonna be a real tiny piece. Slid into there. That's what she's gonna have to be.
See you, Hunter. What are you doing? What are you getting Kleenex for?
I don't know. Maybe. Why?
Allergies.
Yeah.
How are they?
Awful. A lot better than yesterday.
Really? You still look as bad.
Thanks. You're so nice.
That was supposed to be mean. You're supposed to call me a name or something.
I said you were nice.
Okay. Thank you. Justin, how's your allergies?
Yeah, they don't bother me. I don't believe in allergies. That's what Big Pharma wants you to think.
How's your allergies?
I don't have allergies. I'm just allergic to everybody. So shoot.
What about this camera? Are you allergic to the camera?
I am. Extremely.
Yet. Got you some corner blocks.
Where'd you have to go to get them?
Texas.
Took that van back, did you?
God, that thing moves fast.
I don't know. I don't know where that thing came from, but you should go look at the windshield. Whoever was driving it was hitting bugs the size of golf balls.
See the windshield
Yeah,
at 196.
Same thing.
Yeah, they're hitting them.
Hitting them cicadas, them big some bitches.
You ever see any of the views like the car stuff gets on YouTube?
Yeah, sure. I mean, honestly, every niche gets views on. Everything gets views on YouTube anymore.
Right.
Except for you.
Jeez, you're a part of that too, Hunter.
Yeah, but it's because of me, not.
Oh, views is because of you. Non-views is because of me.
Yes.
That actually tracks.
That's rough.
Of course, it's a 13. New 13, so I should, whenever I try to do those time-lapse videos, I try to use the old camera. Sean's here washing his truck.
Those white ass legs.
White ass legs. I think we all
got the
have.
shorts
You're
on.
the only one that has tan legs, dear.
They're really not that tan.
Mine would probably be white too, I think.
Ooh.
Look at that glistening in the sun.
Blinding as my head.
Yeah. Yep.